Welcome to English Podcast Academy. I'm Olivia, and I'm really glad you're here. Today is not just another video, it's the first step in something real. If you listen to one story every morning for 10 days, just like this, you'll feel your English change. Slowly, naturally, honestly. Your ears will get used to the rhythm. Your brain will start to guess the meaning before I even explain it. You'll stop translating in your head, and words will start to feel familiar. Trust the process. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. So find a quiet moment, take a deep breath, and give yourself this time. You deserve it. Now, let's begin with a new story. This one is about Sophia. Sophia is a florist. She owns a small flower shop on the corner of a busy street. Every morning, she opens her shop at 7 o'clock. She takes the buckets outside, filled with roses, sunflowers, tulips, and fresh green leaves. She arranges them carefully, making sure the colors look beautiful together. She takes a step back, looks at the display, and adjusts a single red rose so it catches the morning light just right. By 8, people start to walk by. Some stop to buy flowers. Others just smile as they pass. Sophia greets each person with the same warm energy. Good morning. Let me know if you'd like something special today. She remembers faces. A student on the way to school. A man in a suit who always glances but never buys. A young woman who stops to smell the peonies and says, "Maybe tomorrow." At 10 o'clock, a man comes in with a nervous look. He wants something for his wife's birthday, but he doesn't know what. Sophia asks a few simple questions, listens closely, and helps him choose a soft bouquet with lavender and white roses. She wraps it with care, ties it with a silk ribbon, and smiles. As he leaves, he says, "Thank you, this means a lot." His voice shakes a little. Later, an older woman comes in. She buys the same type of flower every week, yellow lilies. She doesn't talk much, but when Sophia hands her the flowers, the woman always says, "These make my house feel alive." This time, the woman also says, almost in a whisper, "My husband used to bring these home." Sophia nods gently. No questions, just presence. In the afternoon, Sophia takes a short break. She drinks tea behind the counter and watches the light fall through the window. Outside, cars honk and phones ring, but inside, everything feels still. She writes a note on a small card. "Be kind to yourself today." Then she places it in a bouquet that no one ordered. It's just something she does. A small gift for whoever needs it. Once a teenager came in crying and left with that exact bouquet. Neither of them said a word. By 4 o'clock, she closes the shop, sweeps the floor, and turns off the lights. Outside, the city is still loud and fast. But inside, her little shop feels like a quiet garden. It smells of petals, rainwater, and something softer. Hope, maybe. Sophia's job is not just about flowers. It's about noticing, listening, creating soft beauty in a fast world. It's about giving people something they didn't know they needed. A little calm, a little kindness, a little color. Let's take a look at a few useful phrases from her day. Each one might seem simple, but inside every short sentence, there's feeling. Let's slow down and look at what they really mean. Together. Let me know if you'd like something special. This is an invitation. It's warm, open, and friendly. Sophia doesn't push or rush anyone. She simply offers. The phrase says, I'm here. I'm listening. Tell me what you need. In everyday English, this is a beautiful way to show care, whether you're offering help, making someone feel welcome, or just being kind. This means a lot. These words are full of emotion. The man who says this is not just talking about flowers. He's talking about what they represent: love, memory, care. When you say, "This means a lot," you're letting someone know that their action touched you. It's a small phrase with deep gratitude inside. These make my house feel alive. This is more than a comment about flowers. It's about atmosphere, emotion, comfort. The woman doesn't just want yellow lilies. She wants the feeling they bring. Feel alive means more than just being awake. It means feeling joy, warmth, or peace. This is a beautiful example of how English can describe not just actions, but moods and spaces. Be kind to yourself today. This is a soft reminder. It says, slow down. Don't be so hard on yourself. In a world that moves fast, these words feel like a breath. Sophia writes this on a card, but maybe it's also something she tells herself. You can say this to someone having a bad day, or even whisper it to yourself in the mirror. Now try saying each one slowly. Let the words rest in your voice. Speak them like they're meant for someone you care about. That's how language becomes real. If you listen like this for 10 mornings, your English will begin to feel more natural. It won't be about perfect grammar. It'll be about sound, rhythm, and emotion. You'll start to hear the music in everyday words. So now it's your turn. Which phrase will you try to use this week? Leave a comment. I read them all. And if this story made you feel something, like it. Subscribe for more soft, honest English with me. We'll keep building this habit day by day. Your words matter. Your voice belongs here. And your quiet morning practice? It's already working.